Worcester firefighter recruits are set to finish training next week. Today, they gave an inside look at the realities of the job. Plus, an incentive to pick up litter. An Uxbridge man is offering store credit to his business in exchange for nip bottles. Good evening, I'm Olivia Lemmon. We begin tonight with developing news in Worcester. Police are on scene of Early's towing, investigating a body found inside of a vehicle. Crime scene tape has been put up around parts of the business on Park Avenue. Police say a van was towed and a body was found inside. It's unclear how long the body was inside the vehicle for. We will bring you the latest details as they become available. We are tracking a system moving into the area, bringing downpours and the chance for a few rumbles of thunder. The best chance for those storms looks to be overnight tonight. Let's get a first look at our local forecast for a timeline of the showers.
Hey, good evening. We're tracking a potent system that moves through overnight tonight. So some isolated late day storms through this evening, especially to the north and west of us in central Mass. Widespread overnight tonight, and that means some thunderstorms too, some of which could be strong. Lingering early chance for showers and storms as we head into your Thursday morning forecast too. Here's an idea of what to expect. We have some spotty showers developing just to the north later this evening, but overnight after 10 o'clock, then we start to see more widespread showers and storms, pushing through Worcester, through Leominster, and outside of 495. But then everyone across southern New England will experience the showers and storms through the pre-dawn hours on Thursday. We slowly see the showers and storms taper off, but between 9 o'clock tonight and I'd say 4 a.m. in the morning, any storm that moves through could be strong, maybe isolated severe. Damaging wind, lightning, and heavy rain will be our biggest threats from any storm that does develop, and the rainfall amounts 1 to 2 inches possible in some of the deeper storms. Hail, a low threat, but certainly could see some small hailstones. I'll show you more of the hour-by-hour timing and when we will see full sunshine again in your 10-day.
Thank you, Pamela. More disturbing testimony today in the murder trial centered around the so-called Blackstone House of Horrors. Defendant Erica Murray wiping away tears in court today. It's the first hint of emotion she's shown during the trial. It came when prosecutors were showing photos of her 2 older children, the only 2 children she acknowledged publicly before 2014. Acting Blackstone Police Chief Gregory Gilmore testified when he questioned Murray about the 3-year-old girl and 5-month-old girl found alone and covered with feces in her home. She said she didn't know their birth dates.
She did tell me specifically that they were her children. I believe she said that she was embarrassed to have them and she felt like she probably couldn't afford to have them. That's why I believe she had told her children, her older children, that she was just babysitting.
Authorities discovered the skeletal remains of 3 babies in the house back in 2014. Murray is charged with the murder of 2 of those infants. The defendant's attorney has raised mental illness as a defense and said there was no evidence Murray committed a crime. A behind-the-scenes look Tuesday with Worcester's 2019 fire recruit class. The 23 firefighters gave a live demonstration to members of the media and city leaders. Our Chandler Walsh suited up and joined them inside a burning building to learn more.
The Worcester Fire Department is showing the media some of the job's challenges and realities. They took us inside their training facility in full turnout gear to see a glimpse of what the recruit class is doing right now. Worcester fire recruits complete one of their last trainings before they become full-fledged firefighters. They're working a full burn with fires in multiple rooms.
There were multiple tasks to be done, laddering of the building, cutting a hole in the roof. So how to work with a crew and how to keep it cool when many things are going on.
Some say it's like a brotherhood, and 3 with the same last name agree.
Absolutely. I'd say absolutely, yeah.
The Kellys aren't related, but say the 15-week recruit academy made them close.
Lifelong friends from now on.
They say joining this department has always been their dream. 2 were firefighters in other towns, and one of the Kellys changed fields.
My grandfather was a Worcester firefighter, so it's really, I've thought about it for a long time and looked up to him for a while.
It's not just coming in and doing a job. It's, where we live, where we grew up, and it's friends and family, and, I think that carries a lot of weight.
At-large Councilor Kate Toomey is the Public Safety Committee Chair. She says it's important the city supports the department.
That's why I advocated for the second set of workout gear. That's why we advocated for the extractors to make sure that they were washed properly.
She suited up with other local leaders and members of the media, leading a small burn with the hose.
It just reinforces what I already knew, how dangerous the job is.
So you guys get to see how heavy a charged hose line feels, what the heat feels like, how black the smoke is.
District Chief Anthony Grokaitis says the recruits are ready. The training prepares them for fires in real buildings where the environment will be even tougher.
They're in the club at this point. It's just a matter of graduating them and getting them ready to go on the trucks.
23 men and women in this recruit class will graduate next week. 19 will join the Worcester Fire Department. In Worcester, Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.
Grief counselors on hand at Clinton High School today to help students and staff deal with a recent drowning. School officials identified the victim as Rafael Perez. He was a freshman at the high school. Perez was found unresponsive at Blueberry Island on South Maddow Pond Tuesday and taken to the hospital where he later died. The incident is under investigation. A 22-year-old Spencer man is facing several charges, including one count of terroristic threats. Auburn police say Robert Spencer threatened to shoot up a ReadyMed urgent care facility Tuesday. Police say he checked in as a patient and then grabbed a healthcare worker by her wrist. He allegedly told the worker he wanted drugs, and if they didn't give them to him, he would go out to his car and get his gun and kill everyone working there. Spencer was arrested in the exam room. He was arraigned in Worcester District Court. A local man is working to help clean up his town. He says empty nip bottles have become a common occurrence in Uxbridge, and he's giving people an incentive to help pick up the trash. Our Rosalind Flaherty joins us live from Uxbridge with more on his idea. Rosalind.
Olivia, Dudley's Dogs is offering free hot dogs for a certain number of empty nip bottles because he says this has turned into a major problem. Seth Dudley has been cooking hot dogs at Dudley's Dogs in Uxbridge for 2 years.
I steam the dogs first and then I grill them.
During that time, he's noticed empty nip bottles on the ground all over town. And he isn't the only one. A woman posted this on Facebook saying she filled a 4-gallon bag of them from one street.
Absolutely everywhere on the sides of the road.
We come out of the supermarket and the parking lots, just driving down. If you try to take the dog for a walk, there's just nips and trash.
On Facebook, people were complaining and nobody really had any good solution for it.
Dudley thought a great solution would be to offer credit at his business if people brought him the empty nip bottles. He says 60 nips will get you a free hot dog.
What I'm hoping this does is raise awareness for the actual amount of nip bottles all over the ground.
He made a map of Uxbridge and says as people come in, he will mark where the problem spots are and let the town know. He hopes this will make a difference to his home and end the problem.
It's a pretty town, and it really upsets me that people are just throwing bottles.
He says he's going to find out what the recycling options are. We reached out to the town manager to ask if he's noticed that there's a problem, but we have not heard back. Live in Uxbridge, Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
A Grafton street sign is up for discussion at the town's council meeting after a resident finds it distasteful. The sign shows a man looking at a bottle of Hennessy liquor with the words, "Never stop, never settle." The half-size billboard is outside of a package store and upset a resident, Idella Hazard. She says it's representing a black man in a negative way, but the store owner says it's not their call.
What's so distasteful about it is that it's a picture of a man of color. And in my neighborhood, there are so many people of color, and it's enticing to the children in my neighborhood that people of color drink hard liquor. And I spoke to the owner of the store, and he said, no, it's not going to come down. So that's why I'm here at the city council meeting tonight.
It's really not our decision on what they put on for an advertisement. We're just advertising the product that we sell, and we apologize if it offends. We don't try to offend anybody with with our ads.
And Hazard's hope is Worcester City Council will want to give the sign to come down, or a subcommittee could further look into the issue. Warmer temperatures today mean it's finally starting to feel like spring, and summer is just around the corner. Unfortunately, it also means it's time to start checking for ticks. The Cummings School of Vet Medicine at Tufts says deer ticks in Massachusetts typically carry Lyme disease, and people should be aware. They say tick-borne illnesses can be severe, and it's important to try and avoid tick bites.
If you have some green area near you, there are going to be mosquitoes out there. There are going to be ticks around. So every time, reach for the repellent. Use a repellent that the CDC recommends, something that contains DEET or picaridin. Use it as directed by the label.
Researchers are also looking at another tick-borne disease, but say it's only been found in Inner Mongolia, and we shouldn't have anything to worry about for now. A pen pal program helps connect senior citizens to Worcester students. The pairs have been writing each other for 5 months, and today got a chance to come together face-to-face for the first time. As our Gretchen LaRosa explains, they both say they've learned a lot in the time frame.
We spoke to pen pals almost 80 years apart in age. They say writing back and forth to each other gave them a friend they never expected.
I learned that these kids today are smarter than I was when I was their age.
Gladys Rudnick and Brianna Landry met Wednesday after 5 months of writing to each other.
As senior citizens, we get left out, and when we have something like this, it's important. It really is important.
Students from the Swanson Road Intermediate School and seniors from the Willows Retirement Community are part of a pen pal club sponsored by Fallon Health.
And for the last 5 months, they have been filling the pages of these journals and learning from one another and really experiencing life in the other one's eyes.
20 pairs of pals met at the Worcester Bravehearts game.
It was very cool to see and how much she learned and how smart she is and passing the knowledge on.
She immediately wrote back how excited she was to hear about anything I could give her, and that really meant an awful lot to me.
Worcester Bravehearts General Manager Dave Peterson says it's an educational experience for both age groups, with America's favorite pastime bringing them together.
This is a literacy program. It's a program that connects people, and really, baseball is the byproduct.
I have to be honest about that. I'm just so happy to meet her that this was secondary to me.
Students and seniors say the Pen Pal program introduced a friend they most likely would not have met.
It's so great to have more friends that are older, younger than you, different races than you, and it's really cool because you get to meet so many awesome people.
The Worcester Bravehearts organization say this program is perfect for any activity leaders looking for low-cost programs. The Bravehearts say they will provide journals to its participants. In Worcester, Gretchen LaRosa, Worcester News Tonight.